I want to thank my brother, President of the Transition, President Goita, for the warm welcome we've received since we arrived here. As a brotherly country, everybody knows the historical relations that have existed between Ghana and Mali since the period of our first presidents, Modibo Keita and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Ghana and Mali have had a very close relationship. And so I came on a friendly visit, and also to thank President Goita for allowing Prime Minister Mega to visit Ghana when I was being inaugurated as president. That was a good sign. It was appreciated by the people of Ghana, and so I came to say thank you. But we also took the opportunity to discuss issues of bilateral cooperation and trade and economic cooperation between our two countries. We know that for a very long time, our countries trade amongst each other. Our people travel freely amongst each other. There's a big Malian population living in Ghana. They are involved in business. They are settled peacefully in Ghana. They're actually citizens of both Ghana and Mali. And so we had the opportunity to discuss how we can make our economic relations even stronger. And we also have a transit corridor. A lot of long-distance drivers, both Malian and Ghanaians, convey goods from our ports to Mali and transport goods from Mali back to our port for export. And so we discussed how we can remove the challenges so that it's easy for these drivers who are involved in the transit of goods to be able to do their work without any problems. And most importantly, we discussed issues of how we can strengthen our defense cooperation in the light of the fight against terrorism, and how Ghana can be of help in terms of cooperating with the alliance AES in terms of the fight against terrorism, because we all occupy the same sub-region, and terrorism in one country is a threat to all of us. And so we had quite a discussion on how we can strengthen our bilateral relations in terms of the fight against terrorism. And finally, we discussed the revival of the Permanent Joint Commission for Cooperation between Mali and Ghana. The last meeting was in 2011 in Accra, and the next meeting was supposed to take place here, but due to some circumstances it didn't happen. And so we're looking to revive it so that as early as possible we can send our technical team to come and sit with our Malian counterparts and discuss how we can increase and strengthen the cooperation that exists between our two countries. We discussed it, and we recognize that there's been some issues of trust, problems with trust between the two groups. But at the same time, I think that we must establish mutual respect for each other. And I'm sure that if we're able to do that, we can continue to work together. I think that there's a choice that Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have taken, but that won't be an impediment in us continuing to have our bilateral relations with all those countries. We're brothers, and God put us in this sub-region for a purpose. And so whether we like it or not, we have to live together. And so I think that we must establish a mutual respect between the AES and ECOWAS. And I'm sure that if we're able to build on that respect and trust, should be able to work together. I'm an old face because I've been president before. I've been chairman of ECOWAS before. But again, I'm a new face because I was just elected. And so Ghana is prepared to continue to play the role of a bridge between our two groups, the ECOWAS and the Alliance of Sahelian States.